If you've ever Googled cost of allergy test, you've probably seen numbers from $40 to $2,000, and both are technically true. The reason that range is so wild is that allergy test isn't one thing. It's at least 4 different things, run by different labs, billed in different ways. In this video, I'm going to break down what each one actually costs in 2026, what they actually measure, and how to order the at-home version online without booking a doctor visit. No fluff, no upsells, just the numbers and what they mean for you. There are 4 common allergy tests on the market. 1. Skin prick tests, where a clinician scratches small amounts of allergen onto your forearm. 2. Blood IgE tests, also called RAST or immunocap, which measure antibodies in your blood. 3. Patch tests, taped to your back for 48 hours to detect contact allergies. And 4. At-home IgE finger prick kits, which use the same blood antibody technology as the in-clinic version, but you collect the sample yourself. Each one detects something slightly different, so the cheapest option isn't always the right one for your symptoms. Let's talk in-clinic prices without insurance, because that's where the sticker shock lives. A skin prick panel at an allergist's office typically runs $300 to $800 for the test itself, plus a consultation fee that adds another $150 to $300. A full-blood IgE panel ordered through a clinic ranges from $200 to over $1,000, depending on how many allergens they screen. Patch testing is usually $600 to $1,200. With insurance, these drop significantly, but you'll still pay your deductible, which for many plans means most or all of it out of pocket anyway. At-home IgE tests have dropped dramatically in price over the last few years. In 2026, you'll find basic 10 allergen panels around $40 to $70, mid-range 40 allergen panels around $100 to $150, and broad panels covering 100+ food and environmental allergens for $200 to $300. The price drop is mostly because you skip the clinic overhead. The actual lab analysis costs the same. The same CLIA-certified labs that process clinic samples often process at-home samples. The link in the description goes to the kit I'd recommend looking at first. Here's the honest mechanics. You order the kit online. It ships in a few days. Inside is a small lancet, a collection card or tube, and a prepaid return envelope. You prick your finger, squeeze out a few drops onto the card, let it dry, seal it, and mail it back. The lab runs an IgE antibody assay against whatever allergen panel you ordered. Results come back through a secure portal, usually within 5 to 10 business days. No doctor visit, no waiting room, but also no doctor sitting across from you to interpret the result, which we'll get to in a second. Be realistic about what you're buying. IgE tests are good at flagging sensitization, meaning your immune system has produced antibodies to a substance. They're not perfect predictors of how badly you'll react in real life. You can test positive and have mild symptoms, or test negative and still have a clinical reaction. They're also not designed to diagnose food intolerances, histamine issues, or non-IgE reactions. Those are a different category entirely. So treat these results as one data point you bring to a clinician, not a final verdict. That framing will save you a lot of anxiety. At home isn't always the right call. If you've had any reaction involving swelling, breathing problems, or anaphylaxis, go to an allergist. That's not a budget decision. That's a safety decision. If you need patch testing for contact dermatitis, that has to be done in person. And if you have good insurance with a low deductible, an in-network allergist might cost you less out of pocket than a kit. At-home testing makes the most sense if you have mild ongoing symptoms, no insurance or a high deductible, and you want a screening result to bring to a clinician later. Ordering online in 2026 is genuinely simple. Pick a CLIA-certified lab. That certification means the lab meets federal quality standards, and it's a non-negotiable filter. Choose the panel that matches your suspected triggers. Environmental for seasonal stuff, food for digestive, or combined if you're not sure. Check the reviews for sample collection ease, because a bad Lancet design is the #1 reason people fail their first try. Use HSA or FSA funds if you have them. Most of these kits qualify. Then just complete checkout, and the kit shows up at your door. A few warning signs to filter out the junk. Avoid any test marketed as measuring IgG food sensitivity. Major allergy organizations specifically advise against these because IgG antibodies show exposure, not allergy, and the results lead a lot of people onto pointless elimination diets. Avoid hair strand allergy tests, bioresonance, and anything that doesn't disclose which lab processes the sample. Avoid kits that don't list their allergen panel clearly before purchase, and be skeptical of any service promising to cure allergies based on the result. Testing identifies. It doesn't treat.